I'm Martina, a young journalist at Nottingham College, and today I am interviewing Leigh Ellis, the chairman of Nottingham Pride. Hi Leigh.
Hi there, you all right?
Yes, thank you. Are you?
Good, thank you.
So the first question I have for you today is, tell us about your responsibility as chairperson of Nottingham Pride.
Well, the responsibility isn't as glamorous as people like to think it is. Being the chairperson of Nottinghamshire Pride involves a lot of organisation, but probably will start for 2023 event in the next month. So first of all, it's raising the money. That's always an issue for us because we need to raise funding to be able to hold the event.
Yeah.
Last year, it cost us around about £50,000 to host the event, and as it grows, it gets more expensive. So that's the first element of it. Then we need to look at the location and where we have Pride. It's really important to me, and it's one of our values that visibility is key to Notts Pride. And it's important that we believe, well, I believe it's important that it's held in the Nottingham City Centre, so that's why we have it in Hockley. And then it's lots of negotiations with all of the authorities around Nottinghamshire to ensure that it can be held safely.
So you have previously stated, moving on from your question, that Pride is centred around keeping people safe for an interview for Nottingham Post.
Yes.
How do you plan on enforcing this for years to come?
Keeping it safe is vital to, one, our success, and two, for people that attend the event as well. That's why we work really closely with the police and the City Council to ensure that we know what we're looking for. For instance, when we're marching, no one will see, but that we close all the roads down and we ensure that no vehicles can get down there. And that's called, that's to ensure that people can pass freely. We stop the trams, we stop the buses. So it all goes towards keeping people safe.
What is it that makes Nottingham Pride so important?
In Nottingham Pride, we do it differently. One, our commitment is it's always free. Two, that people will be visible. That visibility is key to that. Education is key to that, as well as is celebration. And people often think that education is around, you know, us educating LGBTQ plus people, educating everybody about us, and it's not. It's about our community coming together and understanding what's available to them in services that are available. I came to Nottingham Pride in 2012, and I didn't realise at that time that LGBTQ plus people could adopt. And from that, that led me and my husband on an adoption journey to build our family. So, you know, and I have Pride to thank for that, and I want, you know, other people to have access to that information.
So I'm guessing people really look forward to Pride as everyone is so involved.
Well, I hope so. They turn up.
Yeah, yeah.
Like last year, 15,000 people turned up and marched. Yeah, that brings a problem in terms of safety, because then we've got to get them all up into Hockley. But people show up.
So why do you think Pride has increased in numbers so drastically over the years?
I think that we've got our allies. More and more people feel comfortable in coming out. And, you know, we are a community. Notts Pride is the platform for people to bring up and speak out and be seen, be visible and be heard.
Do you think that's gone well over the years? Do you think maybe Pride has helped people come out?
Do you know what? When I was 16 or 17, there'd been nothing more than I would have loved to have walked down the streets of Nottingham, holding my then boyfriend's hand and telling people this is who I am. And that's why we do it, and that's why I think people turn up.
Do you think the younger LGBTQ community is supported and represented enough?
No, I think there's more that we could do. There are a lot more freedoms in the UK now than there were when I was 16, 17. I mean, you won't have experienced or even heard of Clause 28, where it was banned to be taught. It was banned in schools. They couldn't speak about it. It couldn't be taught. We were made to feel ashamed about who we were. And do you know what? We need to keep that link there, but we also need to celebrate where we are now. But we always have to remember our history, because if we forget it, it could happen again. And that's important. And when it's time for me to move on from Nottinghamshire Pride, I hope that I leave it in the hands of somebody that will respect that. But yeah, there is absolutely more we could do for younger people. And we ask every year for people to get involved.
So I can see that there's been so many good things that have come out of this. Have you been through any major challenges though that you've faced organising the events or during the events?
Yeah, every year, raising the money. You know, that's always hard. When we started in the early days, we tried to like do fundraisers. Honestly, nobody wants to give you no money, and you have to change it every year and make it different, make it exciting, do something different. And this year, the difference was that we put video screens up, which is something that we'd never done before. Okay. So yeah, that's a challenge every year. Challenges around working with the City Council. We've been really lucky that when you've looked at other Pride events where, you know, the community started to, you know, there's a bit of a tension between certain groups, because we've never said who can and can't come. People will pick up if somebody's there that shouldn't be there. If there is somebody there that shouldn't be there, we will know about it and they will be gone. But that generally won't be from the LGBTQ plus community.
Yeah, I can see the community has helped a lot and they can just help overcome the challenges.
Yes. Yeah.
Perfect, great. So do you have any plans for Pride 2023? If so, what are they?
Well, at the moment, we're looking at whether or not we can start to introduce some sort of award event.
Okay.
To celebrate the diversity and the great work that organisations and people do. So we can start to do that, but that's going to take a bit of firming up. But Notts Pride, it'll look similar to it did this year.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for coming in.
That's okay.
I've learned a lot from you today. I hope everyone else that watches does as well. Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
And yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.